Right, welcome back to episode 6, guys. We have got some animals to feed. We've got the cows that need feeding, and we've got the sheep. I've purchased some sheep which need some hay, so hopefully there's going to be some hay left over. If not, we've got some work to do because we've got to make some more feed for the sheep. I've lost some sheep because I forgot I had to speed up time for the silage bales to ferment. I've been playing 19, so of course I forgot that the silage bales need fermenting. I've also edited the cow pens, guys. They're now automatic water, so they don't need watering. They've got automatic water, so we haven't got to worry about giving them water. We have lost some cows. I did have 60. We're down to 36, I think. We're down to 36 calves. But that's not a problem. We'll replace them once we get some money in the bank. I've gone ahead and harvested the rye. Let me just run down to the rye field. The fields that had rye in. And I've also baled the fields as well. So we've got some straw bales to pick up at some point as well, but the main focus right, sorry about that, I had to cover the mic up. I couldn't get to the switch in time. Hope that didn't deafen anybody. I've tried to do it as quietly as possible. Yeah, our main focus at the moment is to get the animals up to scratch, basically, you know, make sure they've got the feed that they need. So let's get on with that. I used the Fent for this, I think. Oh, my side panel's decided not to respond properly. I've got to unplug it and plug it back in again. It's died on me. Let's just turn the sound down because I turned it up whilst I was doing some work off screen. Right. Let's get cracking. Oh, what am I doing? Of course, I've got to do it all via the mouse and that now. Scroll out until I sort the side panel out. I'll do that later. So we'll get the straw blower, or what I'm using as a straw blower. I think it's actually a little mini feeder, isn't it? But I'm going to be using it as a. Is that not? How's that not? Oh, there we go. Of course, I was touching my side panel, wasn't I? It's a habit. I've been used to it so long, it's weird when it's not running right. Right, we'll park that. We'll jump into the telehandler and grab some bales. Yeah, episode 5 should have been live today, being Saturday, but unfortunately I made a mistake on one of the time lapsing it. I didn't time lapse it all properly. Right, give me a sec, guys. I'll be back. I'm just going to sort my side panel out. Right, sorry about that. Side panel should be working properly now. There we go, sorted. Bonus. I just had to unplug it and plug it back in again. Once I do that, it's fine. It works alright, yeah, that's fine. There we go, sorted. Right, now we can crack on and getting these animals done. I've got so used to having my side panel now, I can't be without it. I wonder if I'll get some more in there. Will we get a couple more in? Wait for it to get those sorted out. No, it looks like 2 is going to be about as much as it's going to take. Yeah, it's full. It's alright, we can get these ready for the next run, because I guarantee it, they're going to need more than what's in there, so. Right, let's jump out, jump into the Fent, and we'll get this in there. As you can see, this grass is ready to mow already. I've also put a double gate in there, guys, so we can get to that field instead of going around the road. And I've also taken that annoying tree out I was getting hooked on. Yes, no? No? Oh, alright. Well, there is a straw trigger here somewhere. There it is. Has to be that side then, it seems. This only obviously only empties. Does it only empty one side? Oh, it does empty both sides. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know how much they're going to take. Oh, it's slowly making an impact on the cow barn there. So how much did that give them? Come on, stop saving, thank you. Alright, oh, 9,999 litres. Oh, okay. 2 more and I think might do it. I've managed to get all the other bales stacked in that shed nicely, and I've left room for the straw bales. But like I said, I think we're going to use most of the hay bales for feed. So I'll have to see how many we use. It all depends how much feed they take, because they have got some hay, because when I unloaded the trailer I forgot I was on the trigger for the cows feed, and they went into the cow trough instead. When I unloaded the trailer I totally forgot the trigger was there. So we lost a few hay bales in there, so they got a bit of hay to munch on. But it obviously wasn't enough to keep them alive. There it is. But this is just the straw blower, we won't use this for the feed. Hopefully this should nearly fill them up. I hope. Oh, it has as well. Just. Nice, right. Let's park this up. If I've got a spare space in the shed for it. I think there's a gap for this one. Yeah, down there. Next to the trailer. See if my backing skills are any good today, shall we? My reversing skills. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Just need to straighten up a little bit. I'm wondering if that's got rear steer, because it seems to wander. Sorted. Oh. Now it's disconnected. I think this takes 44,000 litres, this feeder. I think it's 44. Yeah, it is. It says it down there. Look, 44,000 litres. So we'll see what we use. Trying to think the best way to park. I think if we park here and then just jump into the telly and run round with that. I am thoroughly enjoying this map. I really am. As always, I do like playing Oxy's maps. Let's have 2 of them. Right, we'll try 2 of them and then the rest silage and see what happens. I might have to put a couple more in just to top it off. As if it goes to forage, then we'll have to just put a couple more in and just top it off. Oh, there's a couple there, we'll have them. But yeah, as you can see, we got quite a few silage bales out of that big field over by the windmill there. That was massive, that one. What I'm calling CP2, Courseplay 2. Yeah, we've got quite a few, so hopefully, touch wood, we won't go short of a few silage bales, but we'll see. We'll see how much they use to, see how much they need to top them off. Right, we've still got TMR. It's still saying TMR, yeah. Oh. Couple more. We still got TMR, yeah. Sometimes I put too much silage in or not enough hay and it goes to forage, which is kind of defeating the object because it's TMR we want, not forage. Still TMR, that's good. Hopefully we won't go too heavy on the hay bales. Well, we will at first because I've got to give the sheep some, so I'm going to have to do some more hay bales no matter what happens. Oh, it's gone to forage. Oh, you bugger. I knew it would. I can't put some of this in the cows, can I? Because in the sheep they won't take it because it's forage, not hay. Oh. We'll have to go around the other way, I think. That's going to be a bit awkward to get into. Oh, I did get round. Don't think this is going to work. But yet when you empty this, it comes up as hay. So I might have to go into the cow field, into the sheep field and just empty a little bit of it. And then we'll use the bucket to scoop it all back up. That's a bit of a tight squeeze. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, isn't it? Right, let's go round. So yeah, what I've done was I bought some lammies, although I'm running them over now. Whoops. There's a wall there, I didn't see that. Yeah, I didn't think it would. Right, what we'll have to do then is just tip a little bit out because it's TMR we want, we don't want forage. So I'm going to have to empty a little bit of it in this field. We'll go down the bottom here somewhere out of the way. And just chuck a little bit out. Try that. Let's see if I can get it back as TMR. Excuse me, Lammy, but I need to come through that gate. So it's going to be three. It's going to be 3 hay bales, and it seems to get the perfect mix. Just about to shed a non-collision, isn't it? My apologies, guys. I've not put Discord in silent, so that was Discord didn't pop up. I do have a Discord, guys, if you want to join it. Hence why it made that noise. Now we got TMR. Well, it's not quite used a bale then. Right, let's reverse backwards. Now we got TMR. Spot on. Oh, there, the bale's disappeared now. So it did use both of them then, it seems. That's one lot. Right, so how's that looking? Got 46, 60, and then they got a bit of grass. So hopefully that should sort them out now. We'll just we'll do another run of TMR, and we should be all good then. I don't know how many bales the lambs are going to take. It's still registering them bales on there, the ones that it took off. And that stuff in the field I will pick up later on at some point. Mind you, if it's hay now, I'll probably scoop that into the sheep actually, if that's going to show up as hay. We're definitely going to need some more hay bales, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that. Oh, I'm going to jump in cab because it's a little tight here and it's a job to see. Because it clips in that garage, or shed then, whatever. Still got forage at the moment. Let's hope I haven't overdone it by putting 4 hay in instead of 3. We'll have to see. No, well, we've got TMR. So obviously we can get away with 4 hay bales then. And then the rest silage. Oop, oop. Right, that's full up now. Let's park this up for a minute. We will jump out. And then we'll reverse up. Hopefully this will be enough then. Yep, there we go, it's plenty. Right, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to put the rest of that, park that up in the shed, and then jump into the telly and just pop the bucket on and just pop into that field and see what it's telling me that is. If it's hay, then hopefully we can put it in with the lambs, and that'll be their feed then without touching them hay bales. Right, I'll drop that off. Turn that off and then jump into this. That's what we've got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 12 hay bales there, so we're definitely going to need some more, but I've got the straw bales to pick up first. I need to get them picked up and under cover just in case it rains. Although we haven't got any rain forecast at the moment, but we probably will get some, not today anyway. see what we got. Should pick up nearly all this because it's 20,000 litre bucket. It's saying hay, so hopefully we should be able to put this in with the sheep. Hopefully they won't want any more. We'll have to wait and see once we've dropped this. There you go, lammies, here comes your feed. What we got in there? 6,950. Might need some more then. Strong possibility. I just hope they take bales, because is that going in? Appears to be. Whoop. Well, that must be it then. Did that fill them up already? I didn't expect that. It has. They only take 3,000 litres. Wow. I didn't expect that. How many have I got in there? 18. That might be why then. Wow. That's a shock. I didn't expect that. I'll just put that down there and leave it there. That's it. Right, that's the cows sorted and the lamb sorted, so that's a good start. I haven't got to worry about giving them water, so that's fine. Right, what we'll do then is we'll shut the gates up. I'll have to drive around the other way and shut the other gate up as well. We don't want them getting out, so we'll shut them up. I'll hitch up to the forks. Yeah, the last video was a bit longer than I thought it would be. I didn't anticipate it being quite that long, but still we got quite a bit done. We got the fields sorted out. We got them mowed, tedded, windrowed, or should I say mowed, tedded, windrowed, and then I got the fields baled. So we did get quite a bit done. By the time before I time lapsed some of that, it was over an hour and 49 minutes long, nearly an hour and a half. So that's how long it took. And obviously you didn't see it that long because I time lapsed it down to about, I think it was about 50 odd minutes it come down to in the end. Right, I'll grab a few of these bales and then I will bring the episode to a close. I don't want to keep them, don't want to make them too long because otherwise it takes an age for them to upload to YouTube. Although saying that, I only took that one that I've just uploaded that you've just watched. Only took about 50 minutes I think it was to upload, so that was handy because it gave me a chance to do other things. I've got a lot of Let's Plays to catch up on, so because there's quite a few people I watch. I'm trying to find the ones that are doing this map without Maize Plus because I don't care too much for Maize Plus. It just seems a lot of messing about, and a UK farmer would not feed their animals all that sort of stuff because it's just too expensive. The farm I worked on, we just fed them standard TMR. We didn't mess about with any of that what Maize Plus is offering, so it just doesn't really appeal to me, Maize Plus. I'm hoping that Giants don't incorporate it into a base game version. If they do, I'm hoping we've got the ability to turn it off because I don't want to mess about like that. And at the moment with work and stuff, I just don't have the time to mess about like that. It's like mineral mineral feed. Not many farmers use that because that's quite expensive. It's quite expensive to purchase mineral feed to add to TMR to bulk it out. That's why a lot of farmers just use straw to bulk the TMR out rather than mineral feed, because it does exactly the same as mineral feed. Just bulks it out, that's all. It's no different. Alright, let's chuck some more on here because I can get 24 on here. And then what I'll do is I'll put them in Grassfield 1, CP1. Actually, I'll have to change the title of that. I'll change it to Grassfield 1 and Grassfield 2. Even though I've got to plough that field up, I'm still going to put grass back in it once we get the seeder. We're going to make enough money from the sale of the rye to be able to purchase the seeder. Hopefully I can purchase some seed. If not, I might have to sell a few, do some silage bales for sale. I might actually do that off camera. Actually, I might do some silage bales for selling. Because I need, excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat today, I don't know why. I need to get a plough to plough that field up, and obviously the seed, the seeder and the seed to go in it. Oh, that's enough in that one. I was looking at the dearer one, but it's a bit expensive. It was 195,000 for the bigger one, and I think it's a 12 metre, hang on. We might have to just go with the little one for now. The reason I wanted the bigger was going to go for the bigger one because it fertilises. That one. That's the one I was going to go for. Because it fertilises and seeds. Which would have killed two birds with one stone. But it's 195,000 for that. What's that then? Oh, I see. It's a bigger seed tank. That's standard. So it's an extra 3,500 for the bigger seed tank. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so we might have to make do with a smaller one for now and go from there. I won't stack these on camera, I'll stack these off camera. And hopefully when we return in the next episode, we'll be getting our arable fields seeded with field beans, hopefully. And obviously feeding the cows, because that's going to be a regular thing. Once you've got animals, you've got to keep them fed, so, and that's pretty much a daily task. Feeding and bedding down the cows. Also, we're going to have to look at getting a slurry wagon and a manure spreader, because if I can get slurry and manure on the fields, that would save purchasing fertiliser, because fertiliser's not cheap. Oh no, I didn't want, oh, I made a mess, just as well I'm stacking them, innit? Made a mess of that. I didn't intend to do that, whoops. Oh well, I made a boo-boo. Smarter than the average bird. Hello, boo-boo. Sorry. That's my Yogi Bear impression. Smarter than the average bird. Tell what I used to watch as a kid, can't you, Yogi Bear? Oh, dear. Used to like Yogi Bear back in the day. That and Foghorn Leghorn. Part of the Looney Tunes, I think he was. Yeah, you tell her what I used to watch back in the day. Cool, I never thought I'd be saying that anytime soon. Jesus. Back in my day. Blimey. I'm only 48 and all. It's amazing how quick time's moved on and programs on telly have moved on, do you know what I mean? I thought Yogi Bear and all that would be about for years, but it seems to have died out. Got things like Pokemon now and Power Rangers. Well, mind you, saying that Power Rangers was about when I was about. But yeah, you got things like Peppa Pig and Shaun the Sheep and I don't know what all the latest cartoons are. I'm not up to speed on them all. And you got a computer-generated graphics version of Thomas now as well. Whereas I preferred the original Thomas, the tank engine. Yeah, blimey. Yeah, it's amazing how cartoons and that have moved on over the years. That's the lot. Cool. Right, that salmon field's cleared. All we've got to do now is get them seeded, hopefully. If I can get some silage bales done and sold, I might get enough money to purchase a seeder and a lime spreader. It would be nice to be able to put some lime on the fields as well so that we can get the maximum yield possible. Be even better if I could get the mulcher as well. Definitely get a maximum yield then. Just so that I can make sure that I'm covering all my bases, you know. How far is that going to come down? Can I get past them? Nope. What I'll do is get up as close as I can to them without hitting them with the collector, as I call it. That's it, chuck them off there, that'll do. I can just run to and fro with the telehandler picking them up. Mind you, if I do some silage bales and that, they'll probably still be sitting there by the time in the next episode. I don't want to keep them there just in case it rains, because otherwise they'll go all soggy and manky and they'll be no good. They'll rot. And it's no fun picking up rotted bales with a telehandler because they have a tendency to fall apart. And they're absolutely no good for animal feed. What we used to do was scrap them with a pit down in one of the lower fields, and we used to chuck all the dead bales, what we call dead bales, in there. All the ones that have rotted and that are just no good for nothing. Mind you, make good compost though. Bales that are rotted down make good compost. Right, I'm going to end the episode there, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Tried to keep it as short as I can this time. And feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Feel free to comment, guys. Share the video with whoever you want. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.